so sick. I gotta just keep going. All right, let me keep going. Bro, I love, you guys don't understand. Oh my gosh, like I'm allowed to do crazy shit. Like I love Halloween, bro. Like I'm allowed to create some insane edit styles, bro. Like what the, like how does this come from this? Like what did she put on? Like what did you do? Like what? Like Frankenstein? Like this is tough. Yo, this is overly hard, bro. Bro, like what? Bro, this is crazy. Bro, this looks so insane. You said YouTube doing me wrong because it doesn't send out no notifications, right? Yeah, YouTube don't send out no notifications, bro. I know, bro. YouTube don't send out no notifications, bro. I don't know what it is. Yo, I love it. This is so tough. I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking right now. Hey, Mom, I'm currently in the kitchen. I'm currently in the kitchen. Oh, wait, somebody just paid something. Oh, shit. She just paid the wedding invoice. Oh, shit. Bro, my client just paid her wedding invoice. Payment received. Payment received. Oh, it's for April 11th. April 11th. All right, April 11th. Bro, they booked me in for April 11th, 2026, a wedding, gang. Let me go lock that in. December, January, February. April 11th. Yeah. April 11th, 2026. Lock it in. I don't know if I told you already, but yeah. Yeah. I just seen a big ass lump sum of money hit my account. I'm like, where that bread came from? Oh. I'm about to get that money straight to Fab because I'm not finna pay his ass again. I'm about to get that bread. I'm about to get that bread straight to him, bro. Like right now, bro. I'm about to get that bread straight to him because what? I'm about to pay him expeditiously. Okay, I got another wedding November 30th. I got a wedding November 30th. I got a wedding. I've been going crazy with weddings, gang. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, whoa, this shit's insane. All right, she just paid her deposit for hers. All right, I gotta pay that boy his. He gonna hate me, but I'm gonna pay him his entire payment all at once. He gonna hate me. I know he gonna hate it. But shit. All right, I want her back to be like overly exposed. Like I want it to be like overly exposed, but you still see detail. Like maybe shadows are up high. Yeah, shadows. But this is so tough, gang. Oh my goodness, I gotta go back. I'm gonna go back to her layer again, and I'm gonna change these now. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, brother. Like, what the fudge am I doing? Yo, this is hard, bro. Holy grade. Like, I need to make sure that she downloads these correctly. Holy fucking airball, bro. Like, whoa. Brother, look at this. Oh my goodness. Bro, this is right. Oh my goodness. All right. I just overly cooked. Choose editing settings to copy, masking, copy, and y'all watched me do it live. Like, that's the craziest part. You watched me create this. Holy airball. Let's see if I paste it to this other one. Does it work right? Does it work correctly? Bro, I'm making it a preset. I'm gonna make this got to be like Taxi PNG Halloween presets or something. Like, yeah. Create preset, group, fucking new group. Yeah, this is the Taxi PNG Halloween preset. I gotta add this one. What are we calling this? Like, what are we calling this? Wet? Like, what are we calling this? Like, I want to call it some crazy shit, but I didn't think about what I was about to call it because y'all gonna be nasty if I say the name out loud. But what are we calling this? Venom! Ooh! Oh my goodness. I love that one right there. And I selected masking for y'all ass too. Masking everything that I've been. Come on, bro. What? Taxi PNG. Oh, that's a wedding preset. Where the Halloween went on that? Like, what? Holy airball, bro. Like, this is hard. What? Hold on. I want to spell that right. Yo, what the fuck? Cause look, y'all don't see it, but this layer has a grain on it. Like, the layer of her has grain. You know, Venom.taxip, that's actually tough as fuck. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna steal that. I gotta steal that format. Bro, like, you don't see it, but there's grain on the image. Like there's this layer, there's grain on this layer. Like, it's like, so you see that? There's grain. This is grain. So I go to that layer and I go to the subject layer, that's grain on just that layer. Like, there's a grain on only the subject layer. Like on only that layer. You see it? Hold on, wait. Why is it not changing? Why is it not changing? Hold on. I messed something up. I didn't mess nothing up, but hold on. Wait a minute. Damn it. What did I touch? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. This one. There's grain on this layer. If you just look at it, you see it changing? There's grain on that layer. Like, fam, there's grain on just... You don't put nobody on nothing. And then you could just change it as you see fit, brother. I can go to that background layer. I can go up on the shadows. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, bro. Like, what? Bro, like, what? This is like, what? Like, you thought the idea was tough? You thought the idea was tough? But watch me cook it up. Like, you thought that the idea of it was tough. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at this. This is grain. Holy airball, bro. You thought the idea was tough? Oh yeah. Wait till I cook. Like, what? You thought the idea was tough. Bro, this shit is crazy, brother. Bro, this is insane. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another mask, and I'm gonna do object mask. Still doesn't work. I'm gonna do brush mask, and I'm gonna like just brush around here. Hold on, let's see. Brush around here and selectively underexpose that, Yeah, there we go. Yep. There we go. Just like that. Gang, this is crazy, brother. What? Grain, that's what I'm saying. Grain on only the skin layer. That's the thing. Grain on only the skin layer. Like, not even grain on anything else. Grain on just her skin layer. And just enough to bring the blacks of the floor, of the puddle of the floor down. Bro. You say grain don't give y'all the ick. The dots make you hate it. Yeah, I mean, it used to. But I started using that bit a lot more. I stopped caring. Definitely used to, though. Overall exposure. And I also went down on her skin layer. So, like, the layer of her skin, I went down on it. Like, so instead of it being like that, I went down on it to, like, take some of the life out of her face. There we go. Yeah, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. If you just have to, yeah, if you have to zoom in, like, because sometimes you can't really tell that some have grain. Like, this has grain, but you can't tell unless I zoom in, and it really gives it that horror film feel. Like, it gives it that horror-esque. You know what I'm saying? Makes it feel very, like, horror-like. So I'm fucking with it. Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that they answer the calls for you, and like reroute them, with the scammer calls. I have a shoot in 20 something minutes, and I gotta head back out. But I really love, bro. I love Halloween time, bro. You said, my phone be hot 24/7. Yeah, that damn vapor cooling chamber. LOL. You gotta get that vapor cooling chamber. Where do I get my effects for videos? I used to pay for them, but I try to like buy one-off stuff now. So like I'll watch a YouTube video and I might buy it like from a guy that I'm watching off YouTube. But I used to pay a subscription to this thing called Motion VFX. You could still probably buy, but it depends also where you, because that Motion VFX is good. They also have DaVinci stuff too, but it's called Motion VFX. But yeah, I mean obviously you gotta pay for it. I only get the stuff that I have to pay for once though. Like I don't like buying the stuff that I gotta have a subscription for. This shit's tough, bro. It looks like almost like it's fuming up or something. I don't know. Like it looks like I got some shit. I don't even know how to explain it. Bro. Halloween gonna forever turn me up. Like Taxi feeling bad? Oh yeah, just wait till Halloween time come around. He'll be straight. I'm gonna finish pasting it on all of these before I go ahead and go into there. How the fuck am I depressed? How am I feel like that? No, take my son. Bro, I got a new client this week, and he already booked me 5 times. Like, bro, this one guy, like, I shot him today twice. I shot him yesterday once. 2 days ago before that, I shot him. And then I'm shooting him again Sunday. It's like one guy. He's booked me so many times. It's crazy. Bro, this shit's so tough, bro. When I say like I'm having so much fun doing this right now, like you have no idea. There we go. Got it. There's a ray of sun going against my screen. There we go. Five, good job? What do you mean? Dang, I was a minute back. Nah, you're good, G. This is one of my favorite poses. This pose was so damn tough. We came up with that bit on the. Oh my goodness, this is hard. Oh yeah, bro booked me 5 times, gang. One guy only. Not multiple guys, not multiple dudes. One dude. He booked me multiple times. He booked me for 4 lifestyles and 1 studio. It's tough. Part of me kind of want this like bluish tinge out of it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Make that pop a little bit more. Yeah. I make sure I get all of them right before I open anything up in Photoshop. Let me go copy this same one again. I made it a preset. I'm about to make a preset for all my Halloween presets. I'm about to make a preset pack for all of my Halloween shoots because this shit's so hard. Like, brother, this is so tough. Like, what? Holy fucking detail! Yeah, so I had made one. It's right here. So it's under presets, taxi, Halloween presets. Where's it? Where you at? There you go. Right here. And they got a load because, you know, it's a premium preset. Yeah, and gonna zoom up that exposure. Okay. Go back to masking. This is the subject layer. Okay, this is subject layer. Background layer. Subtract and brush. Cause I don't know why you got these fingers in there, bro. There we go. Bro, I love this detail, bro. Like, it's crazy. As y'all can see, I'm basically kind of doing the same type of vibe, creating that mask around that bottom or around that floor, so that way I can have something to, you know, push her against. Because I feel like when I mask out the whole background, that black that's on the floor doesn't really look like it's one with her. So I'm trying my best to like make it kind of look like it's all one. Masking, guys, I keep telling y'all, masking can go a long way. Exposure down. Yeah. Masking just goes a long way. And then paste it on these.
Fit for purpose.
Yeah, we're good.
999 episodes. That small moment made your week. How feeble, how desperate, how limited your life must be to be thrilled by something so unimpressive. You must not have a lot going on. We roll our eyes at the tiny events that others get excited
this is tough.
as though joy must be proportionate to scale.
This is tough.
And yet, life is made up of little things exactly like this. Not once in a while, always. Your life is entirely constructed out of moments so small they wouldn't even register as events on someone's calendar. So, why can't something small be something great? Well, I realized sometimes I feel things more deeply than I should do, including the shame at feeling things more deeply than I should do, and also including the shame of being delighted by little things more than I think I should. And I felt like it was as if taking pleasure in something tiny revealed the smallness of my life. But maybe that's exactly backward. Maybe the true richness of a life is how much joy you can harvest from the smallest possible patch of soil. And here's the payoff. When you lower the threshold for joy, you don't just get more of it, you get it now. Like, who is truly the more impressive person? The one who requires a grand cathedral of bullshit, fanfare, and galactic accomplishment in order to get the slightest flicker of pleasure, like some masochist at a sex party demanding car batteries get clamped onto his nipples before he can even get started? Or the person who can do it with a good coffee and a fresh breeze? This feels like a test of emotional robustness. If the only experiences you allow to bring you joy are big, impressive, and rare, then your happiness is brittle. You've made it dependent on external circumstances lining up in just the right way. You have taken your joy hostage until the ransom note of life offers you something sufficiently worth it. We are already primed to be easy to trigger, just not in the right direction. Think about this. We already let the tiniest inconveniences ruin our mood. A slow barista, the Wi-Fi buffering, a traffic jam that adds 7 minutes to our commute. So our threshold for irritation is comically low, but our threshold for joy is absurdly high. A stranger's smile doesn't count. A great song coming on shuffle is not enough. Throwing a towel into the washing basket from across the room, that's lame. If something as insignificant as a red light can make you snap, why can't a good coffee make you glow? We are already easily tipped into frustration, so you have to work equally hard to be as easy to tip into delight. So Joe Hudson says enjoyment is efficiency. The less grandiosity that you need to feel good, the more happiness coins that you get to pick up across your day. So a good challenge is how little of a thing could happen to make your day. Now, that's a great question to ask. How little of a thing could happen to make your day? How much excitement could you squeeze out of clean bed sheets, or the smell of rain on hot pavement, or a cool breeze when you step outside? Small wins might seem feeble, but refusing to take joy from mundane victories simply because they're insufficiently grand is the same as refusing a free ride to the airport just because you're getting on a plane when you arrive there. So ask yourself this: what if something small could be something great? Most people already have a high threshold for joy. Do not make it worse by feeling shame when little things break through your defenses and make you smile. I adore this idea because it speaks to, sort of frankly, this odd sense of shame that I have had about taking pleasure in small things being a comment on not being impressive enough. That there is this kind of embarrassment that, seeing a cute golden retriever on your morning walk is enough to make your morning. Because how small does your life have to be that that's the thing that breaks through? But it just seems to me that if you hold your happiness hostage, you have got the entire idea of how happiness is supposed to work upside down. And even if you have the most grand, extravagant life, you're going from private jet to Michelin star restaurant to rock concert to art exhibition to LSD, whatever it is. Like, even in between those things, there are opportunities for you to have your day made by something small. And I since thinking about that idea more, it has made a huge impact on me. So what is
Bro, yeah, this shit's so tough.
Right. Similarly to that, I talked about this idea from Joe Hudson that operator guide to idea guy, which is you need to think about where productivity comes from a little bit more carefully. And I also realized that there is surprisingly an analogy between gastric band surgery and being busy. So the gastric band surgery of being busy is after undergoing gastric band surgery, people's risk of suicide tends to go up. And that's perhaps unsurprising because gastric band surgery is a big deal and can sometimes have complications, infections, painful outcomes. You're literally like putting a belt around your stomach to make it smaller so that you can't eat as much. It's like the old school version of Ozempic. Like, you know, you're physically getting in there and having to limit the space. But one of the unseen reasons for this increased suicide risk is
bruh, that's how I'm thinking about the way that that this MacBook price is. I'm trying to convince myself I don't need it, bro. Like I keep trying to convince myself like I need it, you need it, you need it. I'm trying to convince myself like find a way to work around it because you've made it this far, or you know what I'm saying, like when you thought you needed that camera, you bought it and you didn't need it for real. Like I'm trying to make myself like not feel like I need it. Because I keep seeing it all around, blah, blah, obviously, so like you want it, you want to buy it, you're like, oh my god, I could buy it, but yeah, but like there's a lot of other things that money could go towards too. Not right now, but like, you know, having a emergency fund, like being able to fuel your emergency fund. That's like the number one thing that you could have. So I'm like man, I pay all my own bills. I pay my car note. I pay all this different stuff, insurance. I'm like, bro, like I could get this, or I could be ahead, stay ahead, you know, a few months, or try to stay ahead rather than getting this thing. That's where my mind's at right now. It's like I want this, and I feel like I need it, but it's like I've made it this far, so I obviously don't need it as much as I think I do.
It meant that you didn't need to reflect on your decisions or sit in discomfort, that you're moving so quickly that you never fully connect with the things that are happening in your life. Lost relationships, disconnected friends, poor decisions, accumulated negative character traits, they're all swept away so quickly that you don't even have time to consider them by manic work rate. So eventually you realize that chaotic busyness...
That's a joke, Mr. FBI.
Maybe you value different things now, or maybe you've outgrown that phase of your life, or maybe
yeah, he ain't serious.
Busyness for busyness' sake is detaching you from...
You know, he ain't about that life.
So
allegedly.
What happens when this coping mechanism gets taken away? You are forced to face your issues without the highly distracting release valve that you're used to. The busyness anesthetic that you used to previously rely on has now been removed, leaving you with two choices. One, ignore the lesson that chaos is not fulfillment and go back down the road you just escaped from by force-feeding your way through this figurative gastric band. Number two, actually learn to handle emotional discomfort without distracting yourself with work. And
takes off
gastric bands, I guess, in the world of Ozempic, are kind of like an old, archaic technology. But I do think that the analogy works, that you have this realization that comes in with regards to your busyness. Hey, maybe this isn't where I should take most of my self-worth from. Maybe I am hiding the deeper levels of connection between me and the world in my chaos and this heavily built-out calendar. What is it? A busy calendar is a hedge against existential loneliness. Okay, so that's kind of the, what do you call, like the cognitive gastric band. You had this thing wrapped around you. Okay, I've really limited my capacity to do that old workload and not feel sick by it. Why were you working that hard? Maybe because you just have raw ambition and I want to make the most of my life. I'm going to make a dent in the world. I'm going to do all of these things. Yeah, and that will be some of it. But that's not all of it, man. Like, it's the coping mechanism. Like, what are you hiding from? You're hiding from something. And even if you're not hiding from something, you will have hidden things by being that busy, or maybe more accurately, you will have been unable to notice things by being that busy. So it's either notice, hide, or from being so busy, have hidden, and then when the busyness goes away, start to notice. So either way, if the busyness begins to slow down, stuff tends to bubble to the surface. And look, like I'm fucking speaking to myself here, okay? All of these are thinly veiled autobiographical notes to self. But it's a challenge. Where do I take my sense of self-worth from now? How am I going to deal with not being able to hide emotions in sweeping them under the rug of bravado and momentum is a good way to think about it. And there's this idea from Ryan Holiday that says, be quiet, work hard, and stay healthy. It's not ambition or skill that is going to set you apart, but sanity. And that sounds fantastic, apart from the fact that working hard often stops you from being able to remain sane, especially if you push it.
I get what you're saying. It's like, you know, you feel like you need it.
Peace is a performance enhancer. That if you are unpeaceful, if you are in dysregulated states all of the time, you don't get to access creativity, which is the highest lever that you've got. You're not enjoying the work, so your motivation is going to decrease every single day. Even if each time that you do a thing, it only saps 0.1% of your motivation. I'm about to hit episode 1000. I would be at 0% motivation. And there have been times when the way that I have done work has been net negative to my motivation. So if you want to do a thing for a very long time, like over 7.5 years, which is I guess how long I've been doing this show, I've done it at a pretty quick clip, right? Like 1,000 episodes in 7.5 years is pretty quick. Like even if I'd only lost 0.1% of my motivation each episode, I would be in the red, right? I would be overdrawn by now. It is not ambition or skill that is going to set you apart, but sanity. And I think that that's because so many people make trades that they, in the moment, seems smart, but in retrospect, you realize was actually the thing that's supposed to keep you going. So, given that, we know that dialing back a little bit of the workload, having a little bit of balance, once you've reached escape velocity, this is not for you in the first 5 years of doing whatever you're doing. Like, end yourself. That's the job. The job is, nose goes against grindstone, sleep is out of the window, the candle gets burned on 3 ends. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, let's assume you've got to a little bit of escape velocity, there's some momentum. Now you need to ask yourself some deeper questions, because the monster that you created inside of yourself to deal with the challenges at the start of your journey is very difficult to handle, becomes super unwieldy and undisciplined later in your journey. And if you don't step in soon enough, it's no longer like a dog on a leash pulling you forward. It's more like a parasite that's grown inside of you and is staring out of your eyes. Like the difference between you and the drive is very hard to pull apart. And I think that's why I've been talking about this so much recently, that this last 12 months I've really tried sort of ask myself the question, who am I if I'm not busy all the time? Or who am I if busyness isn't my primary contribution to the stuff that I do? Fucking hard question, really hard question to answer. But Mark Manson as well just had this banger from the start of the year, which was, before you win, everyone will ask you why you're working so hard, and after you win, everyone will remind you how lucky you got. Hormozy twisted that into, before you win, everyone will ask you why you're working so hard, and after you win, everyone will ask you why you're working so hard. If that doesn't just go to show that most people are not worth listening to, like myself included, right? But I do think that this is true. Like the like self-grandiosity of every person that's just come upon an idea that they can't stop talking about. I think this one's got some legs to it. All right, most people are not worth listening to, me included. But this one's got some legs, so do your own assessment. Your results may vary, but it's tough. Letting go of busyness, leaning into what would a little bit of calm be like?
Taco seasoning,
and then
cooked rice, added chicken, cut some lettuce and tomatoes, fire. But you gotta tell D, bro. D need that recipe.
That's not to say that working hard isn't enjoyable,
you know.
but that by working hard you don't fully get to
D like,
with life.
you know, D like
Because
eating and
it
shit.
sweeps
So
lots of things under the rug, and it is a coping mechanism. It is an obese person using food as a crutch. You are obese with your workload.
D likes,
you are a
you know.
workload fatty, and you are continuing to eat, and that is how you deal with your problem.
D like eating and shit.
So think about what it would be like to go on a diet. Alright, next one. This is fucking money. Some advice on how to support men. Men want to aim high without feeling insufficient if they fall short. Men want their suffering to be recognized and appreciated without being pandered to or patronized and made to feel weak. Men want to believe they can be more without feeling like they're not already enough. Men want to be able to open up without being judged. Men want support without feeling broken. Men want to be loved for who they are, not for what they do. So the TLDR is blending inspiration with compassion is not an easy task. You could even say blending aspiration with compassion is not an easy task. So, question that every guy...
And that bitch chefing it up like Remy.
How do I set lofty goals which drive me to fulfill my potential without feeling less than if I don't get there tomorrow? And the desire for self-love and high performance comes into conflict inside the mind of everyone, but men especially. Sure, some men are all drive and goals with non-introspection. And sure, some men are all reflection and inner work with few external desires. But I think most men desire a mix of encouraged self-belief and understanding support. Inevitably, these two things come into conflict. Basically, every man just wants to hear, I know you can be more, but you are enough already. And even if you just stay where you are, I'll be right here next to you. You're going to be great, but you don't need to be great. And I'm with you no matter what. If you, as a person that's close to a man in his life, can say those two sentences to him, I wonder how few men have ever heard that. I know you can be more, but you are enough already. And even if you just stay where you are, I'll be right here next to you. You're going to be great, but you don't need to be great. And I'm with you no matter what.
My back kind of hitting a little bit, man. My client ain't texting or nothing.
Platform. Launchpad. To begin a limitless vision of what you can do with your life than that. This blend of aspiration and compassion. Sturgill Simpson's mum, he's got this great line in one of his songs. Sturgill Simpson's mum says, "Boy, I don't care if you hit it big because you're already number one." And I just get the sense that
excuse me,
this is the challenge that we have with men, right? We often talk about the challenge that we have with women. They are emotional and hard to understand, and what do they really mean when they say that thing, and they passive aggressive, but they, sometimes aggressive, but sometimes submissive, but sometimes dominant, and how do I, okay, I get it, and I've highlighted enough on this show about some of the challenges of sort of women's internal mental states. But this is a fucking big one, and you as a man need to admit this. You need to admit this to yourself, and you need to admit it to the people around you, because you are hard to deal with. If you're a guy who aims high and is introspective, which I get the sense is a lot of the Modern Wisdom audience. It's between 80% on YouTube and like 70% on.
Bro, I had lost one of my drone knobs. I had to order some more.
You have not been able to listen to me waffle on about emotions and feelings and introspection and mindfulness and moments of peace and a realistic path to enlightenment if you do not do the reflection thing. But also, there's way too much hormosy pilled, go and fucking end worlds, Goggins mode, Jocko stuff for you to not also aim high. So I think I can make a fair assumption, even though I don't know you, that you're the sort of person who reflects and aspires at the same time. And this is where this comes into land. It meets reality when you want to feel supported without feeling broken, like you're able to open up without being judged, like you believe that you can be more without feeling like you're not enough already, like your suffering is recognized and appreciated without being pandered to or patronized and made to feel weak, like you can aim high without feeling insufficient if you fall short. This is the challenge of a mindful Chad trying to make his way.
They always leave the studio. They leave the studio looking however they look.
Lots of things, but you also don't
So let the studio black.
you
They
know
shower
that
at the
connecting
crib.
with
I just
women
have I
is
just buy hella
really
towels.
important.
Like I have
There's
like
too much connection
the
connecting with
add-on
women
for
forever.
paint and stuff, so they can
Yeah,
add, you can add on
important, but
paint,
also
add on whatever you want to add. And with that
Design
extra
self-loading,
income, I just
high
buy
performance,
towels. I tell them to bring towels,
unconditional
but if they don't bring towels, I have like studio
right
towels,
inside the mind.
so it's
That's
okay.
right.
But yeah, nah. As long as like if they
And
have the paint, as long as they're
yeah,
dry,
paint.
they're fine. Like as long as they're
Look,
dry, they just gotta be dry. Like
how
if you're
much do
dry,
we
you can sit
say
in the
this to
car,
ourselves?
you can
Maybe a
touch
bit,
stuff,
but
everything. You gotta be dry.
I get
And
the
then when they
sense
get in the shower, when the water hits them,
we
it
wouldn't
activates. But a
have
lot of
the
them
type
just
of
wear like
drive
a
to give the
robe
people in
or
our
like a
lives
really
who've said
long
this to us
thing or
properly.
something. Like they'll put their
So
clothes back on because
you
they're
can do
dry
your
now.
stuff. You can continue
But
to turn
they'll
up
wear
and
like a
do your work.
like a
If
cover
you're
up robe so they don't
someone
look
who's
crazy.
around
Like if
the
you're
guy
walking out of the
that's feeling
studio
some
and you got blood on you,
challenge,
you're gonna look
I know
insane.
you can be
But
more
they'll have like a really
ready
big shower
even
robe
if
because they're
you
just
stay
getting in
where
the
you are,
car,
be right
driving
next
home,
to
and
you.
then getting out.
And you're
So
going to be
yeah.
great, but you don't need to be great. And I'm with you no matter what. That being said, if you're a guy whose girl listens to the show, which is a lot of them, and she texts you either of those things, so maybe run that through ChatGPT perhaps, and like get a couple of adjustments or alterations. There's I guess an interesting.
Yeah, nah,
parallel
they
here
get home
with
exactly how they
what
came.
George from the Tin Man sent me to do with
And I make sure I'm very
suicide.
communicative about that. I say bring a
91%
towel
middle-aged
because it
men
will be
died
messy.
by suicide.
Like
So
some people will be scared to like
services
for them to
that
renege their
we
booking. Like
tell
some
them
people might be like,
to always
oh,
touch.
they don't want to tell their client that because they think their
91%
client's gonna not book. Nah,
of
bitch.
men who
If you
took
don't
their
want to
own
book,
lives
that's fine. I'm
middle-aged
chilling.
had
Just I just
already
because I
opened up
already got to do all this.
to
I got a big ass job.
lines
Like I gotta
of
clean the
health,
studio. I gotta
suicide,
make sure that
stuff
shit
like
doesn't
that.
get dirty.
So
I gotta make sure
men
that
need to
everything that
open
I'm
up
trying to
more.
use again for another client
In
is
some
still
ways it's not
usable.
working, and I don't
So
know
yeah,
what
let
it
me know
is
if you want to do
because
this shoot for real. Like
where
I'll be like, this is what
the
goes into
issue,
it.
the crack,
I'll be
the
like, you
gap
might not
is
know, but this is what all
falling
goes
through.
into it.
Maybe it's a
But
lack
let
of
me know if you still want to
understanding
do
about
it,
what men need
cause
when
we
they
could do
open
it.
up.
Just let me
Maybe
know
it's
though.
that the guys are struggling to use the right language in order to be able to communicate what they need. If they do get into these conversations, like just opening up, right, seeking help does not mean that you engaged with the help. I'm happy to lay this at the feet of some men, but the one thing that we can say is it's not working. So what does a healthier approach to trying to compassionately inspire men, like that's it, right? Like compassionate inspiration is what we're looking for. This acceptance of shortcomings whilst a vision for something great. It's a paradox. It's a paradox, right? Both of those sentences that I think would make any man melt. The paradox is, you are enough already, but you can be more. I will be here right beside you, and I love you as you are. And I will still love you even if you become bigger. But I know that you want to become bigger. But like, it's tough. It's tough to navigate. And I think
What? You know what you signed up
guys
for?
do
Nah, cause some people will be like they'll book
recognize
it
that
and then
conflict
like not
inside
saying
of
me, but some
themselves.
photographers
Really, really
will be
fun.
afraid to
You are difficult.
tell the
Different
client
ways
to
of
communicate with the
coming
client 'cause they think they're
together.
gonna renege or take the booking away.
And,
Like I used to be like
you know,
that. Like I used to be like,
to
damn,
bring this into
this is
line,
about to be a very
go.
difficult
Like,
thing, but my client doesn't know that. But I'm not gonna say it until the day of the photo shoot because I don't want them to take their money away.
should you be babying
But if you think about
the
it,
men
you're gonna
in your
have more
life?
of a headache the day of the photo shoot if you don't
If
say
you
it
see
out
this as
loud,
babying,
and they
you are not
may
part of
even
this
want to
process.
take their money away in front of you, like
However,
when they're not even in your studio yet or in front of you yet.
sort of utilitarian,
Or at the booking yet,
rational
you hold all the
justification
leverage.
down on the table. And
When they there, you don't hold no damn leverage.
women need men to be successful. Well, why? Women can look after themselves. They're out earning men and they're out educating men socioeconomically, so on and so forth. But yeah, most of them want to be in a relationship. Most of them want to be in a long-term committed marriage. And male unemployment is not good for marital success. When women lose their jobs, there is no impact on divorce likelihood. When men lose their jobs, the chance of divorce goes up by 33%. That means if you have undriven men, the likelihood that you, as the woman in their life, gets divorced has just gone up by 33%. It is in your interests, both rationally, objectively, subjectively, astrally, fucking karmically, it is in your interests to support the men in your life. Compassionate inspiration is the way to do it. And that was a rant. Rant. I'm all fired up on episode 999. Another one that I did. This is one of the fucking coolest ideas. All of these, I said at the start, like I'm filleting myself. But I've done 999 episodes. Give me a break. Also, wasn't 999 a like the inverse of the devil's number. Isn't this God's number or something? Because 666 is the number of the beast. I don't know. We can say that. I've been trying to work on this idea for a really long time, and again,
what the fuck, Generative Fill? Generative Fill fucking sucks. Because what did it create? What is that?
I love this idea. Viktor Frankl has this famous quote where he says, when a man can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. So Frankl is arguing that a lack of meaning causes people to seek temporary relief in superficial pursuits rather than addressing the underlying existential void. And perhaps for many, maybe even most people, this is a big issue. But there is another group who suffer with the opposite problem, and this is Frankl's inverse law. When a man can't find a deep sense of pleasure, they distract themselves with meaning. So, if ease and grace and joy and playfulness do not come easily to you, one solution is to ignore moment-to-moment happiness entirely and just always pursue hard things. You become a world champion at winning the marshmallow test.
So we painted her black first, let the black dry, and then we put blood on top of the black so that we had that gloss is what happened. So we painted her black first, let it dry like she was standing in front of the fan, and then after that we put the blood on top of that paint.
That delayed gratification in the extreme results in no gratification. Alan Watts has got this idea: if we are unduly absorbed in improving our lives, we may forget altogether to live.
Oh, I just got Cash App notification.
Is taught.
Who just sent me some bread?
On the other side of discomfort is something valuable.
Bro, what?
We're told that worthwhile things
Somebody just requested a refund.
because if they weren't difficult to attain, they would not be worthwhile. And this is how non-valuable but difficult things get slipped into our designs without us noticing. Attaining something worthwhile is often going to be difficult, but just because it's difficult does not mean it's worthwhile. Doing something
Somebody just requested a refund?
doesn't make it important. Some people are hyper responders to that instruction, and they go on to become workaholics and insecure overachievers. And
Who just requested a refund?
this looks like you transcended the shallow need for pleasure, but in reality, it's just cope to avoid facing the fact that you struggle to feel joy. So instead, you perpetually promise yourself that happiness might finally come tomorrow.
What?
Like running toward the horizon. Tomorrow never arrives. Congratulations. You've managed to subjugate your joy
what?
as tribute to your work. Do not mistake humorless.
She requested a refund? How long ago was this payment, bro?
With being sophisticated and caring about your pursuit.
You just requested a refund from
Type A advice.
how long ago was this what? Wow, bro. Somebody paid me and they're requesting a refund right now. No. They just requested it. Like, they didn't talk to me directly or nothing, bro.
Paying into a bank account that we never withdraw from. Permanently winning the marshmallow test results in you never actually arriving at a moment where you cash in your efforts for rewards. And in anticipation, this sounds like building up to some amazingly impressive moment which will make all the
Bro, it was I shot a football game,
in retrospect,
dog, like last year, gang, and she just like submitted a request for a damn refund for services. Bro, people be on that scamming shit, gang. Oh my gosh, what I told y'all, I told y'all, I just told y'all, bro. I just told y'all, bro. I said they be on that scamming shit. I'm telling y'all, bro. They be on that scamming shit, bro. I'm on my right now. Is it okay if I bother if... Wait, what?
If you really mean it, when you say that you'd like to write a novel or spend more time with your aging parents or fighting climate change or having fun, at some point, you're just going to have to start doing it. And that's from Oliver Berkman. This is a suite, I guess, of challenges that we're talking about today, and a lot of them are in tension with each other. right? This sort of desire for drive whilst realizing that it's a coping mechanism. This
Bro,
need
what the
for
fuck, bro?
Aspiration whilst also realizing that compassion.
You can't get. There is no refund. That's what you're saying. You're talking about does my contract have an expiration date for refunds? There is not one. Like there are literally no refunds with asterisks on both sides. Like both sides are asterisk. If you receive the service and you receive the deliverables on that service, you not getting shit back because we're photographers. So you got the photos. You could say, oh yeah, you could delete the link. I don't want them. You already downloaded the photos. So ain't no damn boy. Where there's a contract, that shit dead. What? Refund is crazy, guys. Y'all not understanding what I'm saying. This was over 8 months ago. Y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all understand it now? Y'all understand what I'm saying now? Over 8 months ago, gang.
Leisure was the set point and work was the aberration.
Over 8 months ago.
The people who are ruled by Frankel's inverse law.
Fam, I don't put no there is no. It literally says no refund. Like that's what's on the contract. The contract says no refund. That's what's on the contract. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't allow refunds. That's what I'm saying. There is no refund. I don't allow refunds. I don't let refunds happen. Like that bit, you can't get a refund, bro. But it's also why I told y'all that
you end up. It's like a dose response curve.
What's it called?
This is kind of an interesting idea.
All right, if you guys can understand what the hell I'm trying to say, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't. I don't care. You signed up for the thing. If you don't like the pictures, you have to. This is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying before I crash out at myself. You booked the service. Listen to what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Cinema works, child. Honey boo boo. Listen. She booked this 8 months ago. That should be the first argument. There should be nothing else after that. 8 months ago, it's over. Like, the shoot happened 8 months ago. You received the deliverables 8 months ago. You got everything 8 months. Okay, now is that shit registering? 8 months, bro. Right? That explains her in particular. Now, let me tell you about the reason why I don't have a refund policy regardless. All right, you know what? Y'all win, bro. I'm just a mentor. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a mentor. That's why I have Patreon, Discord, all that other shit. I'm not talking about it no more. Y'all win, bro. Y'all win today. I usually, you know what I'm saying? I usually would. But since Alex ain't saying shit and D not saying shit right now, and they done left the chat apparently, I don't got nothing to say. Do you have scissors to cut my shirt? Do I have scissors? I have scissors. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the Discord, bro. Discord's where I feel safe at. YouTube be free game. Like, I'll be getting jumped and shit, and I'll just be chilling for real. Like, Patreon and Discord, I feel safe there. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And things of that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, cinema works. Whatever you do that work for you is what work for you.
If you don't work hard enough, things in your life will not go well. If you work too hard, things in your life will not go well. If you work just about the right amount, things in your life will probably go great. And working out where that line is the task of the perennial overthinker. The insecure overachiever has to always be asking the question, do I need to put my foot on the gas more or less? And if you find yourself regularly outworking all of the people around you and then not choosing to do it, I think that maybe you should consider just lifting that foot off a little bit. Another idea, I've been thinking about impediments to happiness, and I can see two obvious roadblocks. First one is wanting things to be different. Happiness is the state when nothing is missing. when nothing is missing, your mind shuts down and stops running into the past or the future to regret something or to plan something.
Indeed, Ja.
If
Indeed.
you want the world to be different, your happiness is held hostage until that change occurs. Sometimes this is an actual change that you need to make to leave an unhappy.
This is what I'm saying. She's requesting a refund for $25. She requested a $25 refund and goes, hey, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Guys, you guys are, bro, it's not that deep. Like, request to own rights to them, blah, blah, blah. All that shit don't matter. When it comes to, when you're not shooting,
Never
okay,
genuinely pursue happiness.
a policy is a policy regardless.
From uncertainty.
If a policy is set by paper and it is created and it is read over, regardless of what the policy says, when you order something offline and they have a no refund policy, you can't say that, oh, that business is not allowed legally to have a no refund policy. When I read everything, it said no refund and I still purchased it and it said no refund. Like, I still bought the item. I bought those socks. I bought the socks. Okay, I buy $25 socks. The website says no refunds on a $25 sock website. And now I'm mad at the business because the business says no refunds on their $25 socks website, and it was there before I purchased it. Like, what? Whoever's camera they come out of is the person who owns them. Yes, exactly. You can sell licensing, all that stuff. But even if it's like for a birthday or something like that, what legit business has a no refund policy? Bro, there's so many businesses will have an exchange policy, but they'll have a no refund. Like, you don't get there's so many legit businesses that don't let you get money back. They'll give your ass store credit or book another shoot, or they'll give you buy something else that's nearby it. Bro, you go to a barber, bro.
I really think that there's a lot to this. These two impediments to
Are y'all rage baiting the fuck out of me right now, bro? I'm getting rage baited right now. I'm getting rage baited because there's no way that anyone's serious right now.
Description about how anxiety works is you're unable to work out what's going to happen in the future.
Am I tripping?
So
Hold on, wait.
mind imagines
Alex, bro, am I tripping right
a
now?
lot of time and energy into lots of alternative scenarios.
Yeah, they made the MacBook M5 too.
How those scenarios might
That MacBook M5 is definitely out, bro.
better prepared for them. If you know that one thing is going to happen, you can still be anxious about it, but the anxiety.
What barber is giving you a refund? Barbers are not giving you. Hairstylists, they not refunding you shit. Your hairstylist gonna refund you? When the fuck? What service business are you getting a refund from where they're giving you a task that they physically can't take back? I just gave you these photos and you're telling me that you want your money back because you agreed to take these photos and you downloaded them, you kept them, and you say, oh, it's okay, you can delete the link now, I don't want them anymore. You downloaded them. That's not a refund. That's an exchange. That's not a refund. That's what I'm saying. That's not a refund. Cinema's a girl. She's gonna get mad if you call her a boy. She gonna crash out, gang. Don't call her a boy, bro. She gonna crash out. That is definitely a girl.
An uncertain medical diagnosis.
That's not a refund. A refund means that you reissue the funds, like the money, the thing that they purchased. You reissue the funds. That's a refund. You refund them their money back. That's a refund. An exchange is called an exchange because that's an exchange. It's not a. How many bookings you getting? Shit. I'm sorry. Let me chill out.
Sufficient evidence behind it. Like the people that say that they were prescient and understood that this was a thing, other than there is a place in Wuhan that does this, and the virus started in Wuhan. Like, other than those two things, which is...
A contract is a contract! A contract is a fucking contract. You signed that bitch. Barbers don't even give you a fucking contract. You go there and get your hair cut and you leave. That nigga could cut you or whatever the fuck, and he just got a license to show for it. You could sue his ass. You signed my contract. You can't do shit to me. You signed my contract.
To believe that a pathogen exists than the chance mutation of some silly little microbe. And even if this is the case, even if it is a lab leak, that lab leak hypothesis is true, you can't deny that it is much more comforting to be able to work it out.
Bruh, you didn't step in the shit. You ain't stepping the shit. It's dead. Whoo. That's what it is. 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 All right, you're an OG. It makes so much more sense. All right, you guys, we're done. You win. You win. You win. You win. You win. It makes sense. You're an OG. You're an OG. You're an OG. I can't argue with an OG. You got that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my respects, and I gotta vibe. I gotta chill. I understand. It makes sense now. It makes sense now. You're an OG. You're an OG. Hey, Viper. How you doing, girl? Carolina's Viper, by the way, Alex. If you didn't know, that's Viper. Yeah, we good now. We good now. We good. We good now. We good now. We understand. We understand what's really going on. I gotta send the thing. Yeah, nah, that's why I can't even argue, because I know, bro, because I've had to go to court behind some shit with clients with that point of view, because I've had a client literally dispute a payment a whole year later. Like, it was one Christmas shoot. She disputed the payment the next Christmas. And I had to go to court behind this shit. So that's why it's like, I know, like, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, I've had to take my contract to hold up in court. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. OGs always win. OGs will always win, bro. They lived a different life. You know what I'm saying? They live a different life. OGs will always win. You know what I'm saying? OGs will always win. I don't argue with my OGs, man. I gotta leave the respect to the OGs. All right, let me send her this map. All right, I'm about to have to leave to go to the studio. It's down the street, but okay, let me see. Maybe an older policy, but contracts are binding. That's what I'm saying. It's way easier to like have so many loopholes and all this extra stuff when you don't have paper in front. Like when you have a piece of paper standing in front of you and the person, you know what I'm saying? When you have a paper in front of you, it don't matter. It don't matter what nobody talking about. You know what I'm saying? That paper, that's that legally binding document. You know what I'm saying? That's that legally binding document. So I understand that legally binding document. You said struggling, pushing, selling. My come up will be here soon. Man. No, okay. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait, let me see. Oh my gosh. Alex, are you still here? Viper's here too, right? Viper, okay, Viper, just say here if you're here. Alex, say here if you're here. D, if you're here, say here. Diego, say here if you're here. No? Okay, it's just y'all two? Diss track. Give me a title. Give me a title. You know what I'm saying? Give me a title. Give me a title. I'm saying though, you know what I'm saying? Give me a title, gang. Y'all gotta give me a title. Give me a title. You know, yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh. How important metering. Wait, I just saw info. What's it called? Okay, my client just called me. I gotta goddamn go. See, look, bro, y'all, and y'all deep in here. If I go live, are y'all coming back, bro? Bruh, call it 8 a.m. Call it 8 a.m. ago, bro. Wait, hold on, bruh. I gotta go, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna play this for you before you leave. Before I leave. Viper, you're too late to know what the topic is. So never mind, it's okay. I love y'all. I gotta go now. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm gonna go live when I get back, okay? I'm gonna go live again, y'all. I'm gonna go live when I'm done. When I'm done and I come back, I'm gonna go live again. So turn your notifications on. I'm gonna be live again. Get your head back. I'm talking about snacks. Looking through the cabinet trying to see where the food at. You a big back. Big back, big back, big back. Big back, big back, big back, for real. You a big back, get back, for real. Hey, Alex, meet me in the Discord. Alex, meet me in the Discord, Alex. Yeah, I'm live with it, guys. Not with you, fries. Always talking about snacks at the same time. Boy, alright, I gotta go. Get back, stay back, get back, get back, get back. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back.
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live with the guys. PNG, yeah, that's familiar. Yeah, we out catching vibes. Big back for real, he big back for real, he always you a big back, always talking about some snacks, you a big back, get your ass back, I'm talking about snacks, looking through the cabinet trying to see where the food at, you a big back, big back, big back, big back, big back, big back, big back for real, you a big back, get back for real, bro, do you always in my chat? You always